From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Southern California. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Go lion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Deion Henley there on the tackle. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Love. Able to shake him off.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Kappa.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is incomplete. The Chargers at 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd down and 13. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. What do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready.
Final play of the half. Love going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Herbert now. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Love. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Joseph Osai. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love. He's going to get that to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3rd down and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Trey Tucker.
63 yards.
And the Raiders get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps.
Look at the big man rumble! Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 65 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, and don't tell everyone how many I had.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to go like turtle at this point. You can just...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now left side on the swing pass. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Love now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Love. Caught outright by Renfro. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Here we go. Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Love. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Thirteen yards remaining on second down. Here's Herbert. Finds Johnston. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
First down, Love to pass. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Love now to pass on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10.
Love looking to throw it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now they're in the hurry up. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Stoppage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second down, Love. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. One last shot now for Love. And a dump off to White. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Chargers,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.